you know, what you're saying is so true, and I talked a few minutes with Karna yesterday, and I kind of brought up a similar point, and it reminds me of just, I think last week it was, talking to, we work with a lot of freelancers, we work with a lot of writers at the Register, and I was talking to somebody, and the approach, something that they said was, oh, your approach to this is so 1990s. And I was like, gosh, what do you mean? Well, it's just a lot quicker than that these days, you know? And it was really, in a way, my attempt to drill down deeper and to take our time to analyze something and to write it in depth. And that takes time. And in the context of the last summer, there was hardly any time to do anything. And of course, Catholic press, we don't have the resources that secular media often has, although the religion departments don't always have it. But when it's a big scandal like this, you've got the resources, right? And so it was very difficult for us to figure out how to treat this with that in-depth approach and not just get caught up in the immediacy of everything. Do I remember what I was doing when I read it? No, I don't. You know, that day is not necessarily etched in my memory. You know, it was the middle of the summer, so in a sense, it was like, oh my goodness, here goes anything we might have planned to do strategically during the summer. This is going to take the entire year and many years, I think, to unravel everything that happened. And as Father Matt said, it was the succession of these various events that also just became a huge snowball. You know, I think we're still only beginning to untangle some of what you're talking about. I think you're starting to see some very important thought pieces coming out now that go back to the events of the summer, especially the grand jury report, for example, that help to put context and perspective into what happened during the summer. But honestly, my thought was this is the last straw for many people. And that was a very sad thought, that how all of this was going to affect, you know, our readers, but not only our readers, but our readers are very serious Catholics already. You know, they're very engaged Catholics already. But those who may be on the fringes, you know, those who Pope Francis always speaks of, how do we reach out to the people who are in the margins? Just how something like this affects those who are on the edges is really grave, as well as those of us who attend Mass regularly.